Yeah, what's your reason to stop me? You ain't even got no reason to stopping him, bro. Hey, yo, walk off, Trey.
You hit the alley, yo.
Go ahead, Trey. Walk off, yo. He beating. He ain't even got no reason to stop me. Hey, yo, what the fuck? You gonna hit him with the car? Yo, what the fuck, bro? Yo, hell no, yo. Hey, yo. Come back this way, yo. Yo, beating, bro. That's his dumb ass. Dumb ass. Fucking dummy. Dumb ass. You dumb as shit. You dumb as shit. You crashing it all that. You really crashing out, bro. Go ahead, dumbass. Really crashing out, bro. You crashed his car and all that, bro. Don't really try to hit my man, bro. What the fuck? Don't really try to hit, bro, with the car and all that. Oh, hell no.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the elder, shalom to the Akim, pushing the truth in the four corners, and truth and sincerity. Shalom to the Akwaf, listen and learn and be a true door of Zion. Shalom. So a video I found on Facebook, two Baltimore men, right, in my city, of course, Old Park Heights, basically being harassed by this bald head ass devil, right? This Napoleon complex having ass devil, right? Who look like he's straight out of the damn country somewhere. He probably ain't even from here, honestly, for real. He probably from a whole different, southern state, Kentucky or goddamn Texas or Arkansas, one of them. He probably from one of them places. And he basically was chasing down the brother, with the police truck, trying to hit him. Right? And that shows you that these Edomites, they have a perpetual hatred for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. How many more times do we gotta say it? Clear, there's no reason for this devil to chase this man out of the car when he was just literally in his face. Right? It's like he purposely, went in the hunter mode. And what the scriptures say in Genesis 25. Right? Esau was a cunning hunter. Right? These devils, they love to hunt. Right? This is book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. But I wanted the part where it said, thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Right? These Edomites, so-called Caucasians, have a continual hatred for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why do you think it's only so-called blacks and Latinos that's getting grabbed up by ICE? Right? There's no East Indians. There's no Ishmaelites, Arabs. There's no Chinese people getting grabbed up by ICE. There's no other Edomites from Ukraine and all these different Edomite countries that's over here legally getting grabbed up. It's not only Latinos, it's so-called blacks too. So that should tell you right there that we are the Israelites. That so-called Latinos are Israelites. Right? Since a lot of, so-called black people like to use the fact that a lot of our so-called Latino brothers and sisters, they suffer from, they was brought up racist against and not liking their own people, so-called black people. But a lot of times, niggas give them a reason not to like us. Because a nigga will shake your hand and sleep with your woman, right? A nigga will smile in your face and fuck your woman behind your back. That's not honorable. That's not a reason a motherfucker will like you or want you around their people, want you around their women. You niggas is fucking demon, right? That's some demonic shit, bro. To smile in this man's face and sleep with his woman, right? Yeah, I mean, Salakia had a phone call come in, messed up the video. We'll cut the video off. But yeah, man, a lot of the times, their racism is fucked up. Their hate for their own people is fucked up. It's fucking crazy. But sometimes even niggas are hard to love. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So-called black people are hard to love, bro. The type of shit that we do to each other, right? Who will respect that? Right? A lot of the way we are, the disrespect our women have for their men, disrespect our men have for our women, right? It's a lot to be desired when it comes to our tribe of Judah, right? So you can't really hold that fully against them. I mean, you see they do a lot of fucked up shit, but guess what? It's both of us getting grabbed up by ICE and nobody else. Right? So that lets you know that we're the Israelites. Because in Jeremiah 51, 50 and 35, it says the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And every time, whether it be prison, whether it be ICE being and deporting us, and we don't even have a country to be deported to. And they still deport niggas. That don't show you we both the Israelites. I don't know what to tell you. But back to the video, Salaki, I ain't mean to go off track, right? These Edomites have a perpetual hatred for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Because they are the Edomites. Genesis 25, right? We were never meant to be around each other. We are enemies, right? In Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it tells you that the Lord will sell us on ships to our enemies, right? These people who we were sold to when we got out the slave ships are our enemies, and they have a perpetual hatred towards us. That's why this man, this devil, even the brother in the video called him a devil. Which I was shocked because you rarely hear, so-called black people calling white people the devil, right? Especially ones that, because niggas love them some Edomite woman. I ain't gonna lie, niggas love them some Edomite woman. I don't know if this brother particularly, but a lot of brothers, they do be loving them Edomite women. So they be a little lenient when it comes to Edomite people because they love Edomite women. But he actually called the man the cave beast the devil, and I was pleasantly surprised. So let me get this Lamentations. And this is what a lot of our people need, man. They need the milk, bro. They need the milk. This is Lamentations 4 and 17. It says, As for us, our eyes has yet failed us for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Slut. And what did that cop do, man? What did that bald-head ass cop do? He hunted that brother's steps. He chased him down with a truck. Right? Tried to hit him. If it wasn't for him hitting, he hit something in the alley. I don't know what he hit. It might have been a wall or might have been a gate. Maybe a tree or something. Without him hitting that, he probably would have ran that brother down and killed that brother cold blood. Right? Read that again. Lamentations 4 and 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come. Our persecutors were swifter than the eagles of the heaven. And it's letting you know right there the symbology of the eagle. Right? What's the symbol of America? It's the eagle, the bald eagle. Right? And that goes back to the Greeks. That goes back to the Romans. All these so-called Caucasians societies, their symbol was an eagle. Right? And that lets you know that they're the Edomites. Right? Because it's saying in Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah. Right? Let's go to Obadiah. It's Obadiah 1 and 3. Start at 3. Let's start at 2. It says, behold. Now I'm going to start at 1 so you get the full context. Obadiah verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. So that's who was talking about, Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And what we finding out about the so-called Caucasians, they are actually the minority. Right? Around the world, worldwide, they are actually the minority. Right? And that's another sign that they are the Edomites. Right? Thou art greatly despised. And these devils are greatly despised. Everywhere they go, they're despised. Right? Verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high. In the clefts of the rocks, the caves, Caucasian cave dwellers. Right? Put it together. It's like, it says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the pride they walk around with. Who's going to bring us down? Who's going to take me out? Who's going to take me out? That's how these devils, they got that type of pride. But what? Earlier said his pride have deceived them. So that's a pride. It's not standing on enough. It's nothing to stand on. Just pure pride. Nothing else. Nothing to back it. Right? It's just vain pride. But that's the part I want right here. Verse 4 it said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. What? That's how we know Lamentations 4:17 is talking about these same Edomites. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. Right? So they have their little space program. They set their nests among the stars. Thence will the Most High, he's going to bring them down, using his son Yahushua, right, who coming back with fire in his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger and his rebuke with flames of fury. Right? And he's engraving a mountain, a government, the 144,000, right? And a 1/3. But he's going to use the 144,000 and his holy angels to destroy these devils, man. Right? These so-called UFOs are his chariots. Right? They're vehicles that the angels drive in. It's like I said on the previous video through the Spirit. Right? That's how you're going to bring these devils down. We cannot do it without the Most High. Right? That's why Isaiah 30:1 said, woe to the rebellious children that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. Right? If you're not under the counsel of the Most High or the covering of the Most High, right? You don't have a chance. You can get run down in the street by a damn police truck, like that brother was almost done, right? Because 9 times out of 10, he don't have the protection of the Most High, right? He's probably just a brother in the world, smoking black and mild, smoking weed, selling drugs. You never know, right? Most High, he don't have his protection over, but he allowed them to get away. Right? So it could have been a teaching moment for the Most High to show you, right, that these devils hate you. Right? And you know that's the edification of this video, that these Edomites hate you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American. That's obvious. You only run somebody down if you just hate them. Right? Like you see females, you see a female, she'll run somebody down just because she hate that motherfucker. Right? Excuse my rough speech. But hey, it is what it is. Right? So back to Lamentations 4:17. This is how you precept it. Right? Verse 18. It say, they hunt our steps in the streets, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains and laid wait for us in the wilderness. Right? They swifter than the eagles of heaven. Representing what? These Edomites, man. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 11, verse 5. I'm going to start at 4. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter. Who's the flock of the slaughter? Those who are led as sheep to the slaughter, as it says 2 Ezra 15. Right? Which are the Israelites. Right? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Thus says the Lord, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Look what it says. Whose possessors slay them. We in the possession of these Edomites, because they stole us from our land, brought us over here, stole some of us that were already in the land, took them to Spain. They oppressed us and our people that was already here in this land, so we're in their hands, right? Because you can't get a passport without them. You can't get nothing. You can't drive without them, right? You can't do anything without these people permission, right? So we're in their possession. Zechariah 11:5, who possesses slay them and hold themselves not guilty, right? What we seen in the city not too long ago, Freddie Gray. Right? When we seen that happen to Freddie Gray, he was slain, and what? They held themselves not guilty. Right? Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, Tatiana Jefferson, right? Sandra Bland, right? All these different so-called black people. Even the Northern Kingdom ones. I don't know the names of the Northern Kingdom ones, Salakia. But it was also so-called Latinos that was getting slain by the police too at the same time. But it wasn't going on the news. Right? It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich. For their own shepherds pity them not. And what? They look at the Al Sharpness. They look at the what's the dude name that was with Martin Luther King. Well, basically, those were supposed to be the shepherds, right? And these Edomites look at the people that's supposed to lead and guide our people and see that they don't give a damn about our people. So they say their own shepherds pity them not. So why should we give a fuck? Their own shepherds don't even pity them. So hey, it's free eating. Couple more scriptures and that's it. This is Psalms 10. Now I'm gonna go to Psalms 32, 37 first. Then I'm gonna go to Psalms 10. Psalms 37 and 32, it says, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. So you can bet 9 times out of 10 that Edomite know the brother in the video who he chased down with the truck. Well, he's been watching him before that, right? Read that again. Psalms 37 and 32, it says, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Right? So they watch you in hopes to catch you in sin. Right? So that the Most High is not with you, because what? Psalms 125 and 3 said, the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth his hands into iniquity. So they watch you to see if you have any iniquity in you. So they know that the Most High is not with you in that moment, so they can try to slay you, try to kill you. All right? And this is Psalms 10. And I'm going to start at 1. It says, why standest thou far off, O Lord Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Right? It says the wicked in his pride, which we just read in the book of Obadiah, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Right? Say persecute the poor. Right? Who are the poor? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? Slut. Verse 3, it says, the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth. So the Lord abhors the covetous, and these Edomites, they uplift the covetous. That's why they always promote these so-called rappers and artists that's constantly boasting about their money. Right? Constantly boasting about the things they got. Right? That's why Esau give these people money. They uplift them in their system, and they prosper in their system. Right? Because what? He blesseth the covetous. Right? Verse 4 says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not all in his thoughts. So that's one thing our people need to understand. These Edomites do not give a damn about the Most High and his ways. They don't believe in the Lord's ways. They don't think the same way that we naturally think. Right? So you can't expect that from them, because the Most High made them crooked. He made them to be the adversary. He made them the opposite of righteousness. So you can't expect righteousness from people that were created to be evil. You can't change what the Lord has made. Right? No matter how nice they try to come off. Right? Sirach 12 will say, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed of him. Right? That's just a damn, what you call it, smoke screen. Try to get you to drop your guard. Verse 5, it says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And that's what these Edomites constantly say when you say America going to be destroyed. They always got this pride about their America, about it never going down. Right? This is the verse I wanted right here coming up. Verse 7, it says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Right? He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. So you got to know this. Right? They trying to catch a body. Right? Murder was the case. They want to murder you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? But they can't do it unless you are in sin. The only way they can kill you is if you are in sin. And when you are in sin, without the Most High, you're without the Most High first. Slide. You don't have his protection, his covering. Right? So you can be touched. Right? it says, verse 9, Psalms 10 and 9, he lieth and wait secretly as a lion in a den. He lieth and wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Right? Because what? Our people that's in sin, he think the Most High doesn't see it. Right? But he's still going to pay him back for what he do to the wicked of our people also. Right? It's like one more scripture and that's, I'm going to wrap it up, ending it off with some prophecy. This is 2nd Ezra 15. I'm going to start at 7. It says, therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in these things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So all the blood that they shed, the Most High is going to repay these devils for what they done. Right? Verse 9, it says, therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So these devils are going to get what they deserve, what they got coming, man. Most High has a judgment for these devils. That's why the Lord said, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. The Most High got these Edomites marked for death, like the Steven Seagal movie. He got them marked for death. Right? And if you standing by these devils in that time, the Most High is going to take you out with them. That's why the Most High is trying to show you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that these devils are your enemies and these devils hate you. Look at the video. This devil was chasing these brothers. He's chasing his brother down with a truck, bro. Right? Verse, I'm going to jump down to 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? That means war is coming. War is coming to the shores of America, and the cities of America, and the countries of America. Right? And when I say countries, I mean like in the rural areas, right? Which some call the country. I like to call it the country. Right? War is coming, right? Civil war, race wars, right? Wars, country warring, right? All these different wars is coming to America. Right? And notice I said race war also. Right? So the Most High he's setting the stage. He putting it on the spirit of these devils to show their horns to you niggas, man. So you can see that these motherfuckers hate you. And they not the only ones that hate you. It's the Arab man that hate you, the Chinese man that hate you, the Japanese man that hate you, the so-called indigenous African man that hate you. All of these other nations, according to Psalms 83, made a covenant together to work together against your betterment. Right? So all these are your enemies, man. But the only ones you fight is each other. Right? Blacks only fight other blacks. Latinos only fight blacks. Right? Blacks only fight Latinos. Well, you really the same people. Right? You don't fight nobody else, though. Right? This is back to 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right? So they're not gonna care what the presidents say. They're not gonna care what none of these governors say. They're basically destroying the Constitution anyway. Right? So it's about to be uprising against the governments. Like I said, civil war, also race wars, also countries warring. So the World War III is on the horizon of this country, and the Most High is showing you so-called black people that these Edomites hate your ass. And via the ICE situation, he's showing you that the so-called Latinos and the blacks are in the same fucking boat. They're the same fucking people, right? Who will suffer from Stockholm syndrome on both sides, right? Because there's some niggas that love white people too, and they hate their own people too. So it's not just so-called Latinos that want to be white. There's a lot of niggas that want to be so-called Caucasians too. So yeah. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, double honors to the elders, shalom to the Akim, pushing the truth in the four corners and truth and sincerity. Shalom to the Akwaf out there listening, learning. Shalom.